Ever since the release of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! The Chronicles deck Spirit Charmer set, excuse me, a little over a few months ago, Konami has produced so much new Spirit Charmer support that we did not expect the deck to be that damn good. And I think I think with this new card that just got announced for the upcoming core set Chaos Origin, I have a feeling that Spirit Charmers might just be the meta for the competitive TCG. Now obviously, if you guys are not aware, um, the Spirit Charmers structure deck gives you the chance to potentially pull a Starlight Rare out of your deck. I ended up buying two of them, and I pulled out of both a Secret Rare Wind Charmer, and of course the Charmers of the Grand Circle in a Starlight Rare, which this card right here is going for like $60 right now, which is amazing. Absolutely incredible. So, if you guys don't know, this is everything that you get in this structure deck, and I'm just gonna really quickly go through everything so you guys know. Obviously, I did do a complete review of this deck. So if you guys have not checked out that opening, or if you guys didn't watch my YouTube short on this set, I definitely recommend you guys check them both out, because this set definitely has the potential to be very, very busted. It even gives us reprints of Lord of the Heavenly Prison, the King Sark cards, Fairy Tales. Literally, this set gives you everything. This gives you everything. Magical Ice Fusion, Dark Lord No More, Sol and Luna. Literally, it just gives you everything. All the charmer links. It gives you Quintet Magician. And it even also gives you Axis Code Talker, which it's very rare for Axis Code Talker to get a reprint, but it's so good. Axis Code Talker is still probably by far one of the best Link monsters that we've had in quite some time. 100%. It's so busted. So if you guys have not, again, if you guys have not checked out the full in-depth review of the deck, be sure to check it out. And also be sure to check out the YouTube short where I actually pulled that Starlight Rare, which is incredible. In fact, I think that YouTube short had gotten well over like 600 views, I think. Yeah, literally well over 600 views. And if you guys haven't seen it, definitely watch it, because it was quite. This set is quite the set, and once I get my hands on one more structure deck, I am going to be doing a deck profile of this deck, and give you guys a combo tutorial on what to do if you're going first and if you're going second. As far as doing a side deck goes, I don't know what I should do for the side deck, because obviously we know the current meta is kind of interesting, to say the very least. But yeah, so it's like, but anyway, yeah, it's all you really need is 3 of these structure decks plus 3 of the either the legendary 5Ds decks or the legendary modern decks because those can give you the hand traps that you need for this deck to be very consistent. But the Charmers have gotten a brand new spell that will be talked about right now in this video, and it is known as Spiritual Power Recovery Potion, which is a quick play spell. And it says that this card is always treated as a possessed card, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn. And the first effect reads, banish any number of spellcasters and or spells from your grave. All face-up monsters you currently control gain 200 attack for each card banished. Also, you gain 400 life points for each card banished. Second effect, during your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave. Special summon as many number of spellcasters with different attributes from your hand. So what's cool about this is that if you summon out all four Charmers, you can go into literally every single Link monster that they have at your disposal. And theoretically, because the Charmers are all level 3, you could go into a rank 3 Exceed summon if you have one at your disposal. If you summon out the familiar possessed cards, which I don't think you can. Can you? Actually, you can't. Actually, you can. You can summon out the You can actually summon out the familiar possessed monsters. You can summon out the channeler monsters. And either way, you can go into a rank 3, rank 4. You can go into rank 5 monsters. You can go into pretty much anything with just with that alone. And it can help you link climb into a potential Axis Code Talker, or it can help you go into Quintet Magician, which can basically just nuke your opponent's entire board right off the bat, which is incredible. And the best part is that you gain life points for every card that's in your that's in your banish pile. So for every card that's banished, you gain 400 life points. So you could potentially banish, let's say for example, you banished, how many spells are in here? 10 spells. So let's say for example you banished, I'll say 6 spells. Let's just say that. Not only would you gain 2,400 life points, but monsters on your side of the field, all of your face-up monsters that you have on the field would gain 1,200 attack, which that alone can push for lethal, which is incredible. Honestly, I think with all the new support that we've gotten in the core sets, like Chaos Origin, Blazing Dominion, and Burst Protocol, I have a feeling that all of those new cards mixed with the structure deck is definitely going to be one of the most broken decks in the format. And I think, honestly, I might want to build Charmer. I think I might want to play Charmers in Modern. Obviously, you guys know, I've been more into Edison format, Go format, not redo, half format. But to be fair, getting back into Modern I think it would be very interesting, because I haven't played any Modern Yu-Gi-Oh in almost a year. Which is crazy, because Last time I would try to bring in like decks like Cyber Dragon and Yu-Bell and Dark World. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But this time around, things are a little bit different, and I might want to bring Charmers to a competitive tournament. But honestly, though, I think all the new support we've gotten is very well justified, because the last Spirit Charmers structure deck that we got, the support was good. It was the hand trap reprints that just did not work. They just sucked. This time around, it's actually pretty busted. All you really, again, it's like I said, all you really need are three of these decks, three of these structure decks, plus three of either the legendary 5Ds decks or the legendary modern decks, and you essentially have yourself a very competitive deck, all that can be built under $100, which is insane. Literally all under $100, because, or actually, yeah, literally under $100, because the modern decks only go for like what, $20 a piece, like 20-30 bucks a piece. The Charmer decks go for 10 a piece. That's not bad. And it's interesting because if you pull this card if you pull this Starlight Rare, you essentially have made your money back, which is crazy. And it's cool because the Charmer, because a lot of the secret rares that are in the set that they can pull, they can range somewhere between like $1 to like $10, which is pretty crazy. But it's the Starlight rares that everybody wants to get their hands on, and I got mine. So with that being said, my thoughts on the new spell, definitely worth playing as a 3 of, but I feel like it would be better as a 2 of, just because you really don't want to clunk up your deck a bit, if that makes sense. And honestly, I think this card, again, it's better off as a 2 of, because if you run a card, if you run cards like let's say Upstart Goblin, that essentially becomes your 40 card deck. There have been some instances where the Charmer decks would be built at like 50 card decks, with the add-on of, I think, that grass looks greener, which I think now it's like limited to 1. I think now, if I remember right. But it'll be interesting. Definitely gonna be interesting to see how the deck will get built by other players all around the world. Only time will tell. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.